Brian Marshall of VNet joining us now, and today we're talking TikTok. I was telling Brian off camera today that I worked Saturday night for Lisa, and Kelly and Logan and I were all like at 11:20, check your TikTok, it's down, it's down. But it didn't last long, did it? 12 hours or so.
Yeah, really wasn't down for too long. We got some people would say a reprieve, some people would say some withdrawal, but yeah, it didn't last very long.
Yeah. So where do we stand with that? President Trump has said that it's getting an extension, and we've been talking about potential investors interested in buying it.
Yeah, so we know that he's extended out for 75 more days to give an opportunity to have it sold. So everybody understands TikTok's owned by a Chinese company. The government just decided that since this sits on our phones and collects so much data, that they would rather, they'd rather that data was collected by an American company, not a Chinese-owned company. Political or not, there's been this stay, so for the next 75 days, that's out there. And so TikTok is here for now.
Yeah.
And, I just sat thinking, what's important about that from this segment's
Right. How does it affect VNet and your customers?
And a lot of people don't even know what TikTok is, right? Many of them do. But what VNet does for their home users is we do have the ability for parents to decide whether or not your kids can see TikTok while they're on the VNet fiber. So parental controls, understanding what's installed on your device. You and I have talked about this a million times. Where's your privacy? Where's your data going, et cetera? When you agree to put TikTok on your phone, what does it have access to? Are you giving it access to your photos? You're giving it access to all of your things. Understanding that's important, knowing that you've got a partner like VNet that can help protect your children from that is probably pretty important.
I think part of the problem that people not taking it seriously and feeling a little feisty about it is because the government was saying it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, we're going to ban it, but yet they were using it politically to win campaigns.
Right.
So, you can't talk out of both sides of your mouth.
Right.
So how concerned should we be if we're utilizing apps like this?
Well, you should always be concerned about what data they have access to. Okay, your data is yours, and so you need to be very conscientious of what am I allowing to go out there. Read that user agreement. I know it's like 10 million pages. Skip to, does it have access to my microphone? Does it have access to my camera? Does it have access to my photos? Those are probably the things you care about the most.
Yeah.
It might have access to your contacts. Like, let's be honest, what's on your kid's phone?
Right.
There's probably not a whole lot of sensitive data on there, but you certainly wouldn't want to have access to their camera or their microphone.
Right.
We don't really want people watching us when we're at home.
No, not at all. But as far as national security, what can they take? What could they take?
They could understand where you are, what your habits are, who you're around. If that thing is listening and bringing in data, all that data matters. If I'm going to try to do something on a national security side, I want to understand all the points of data get brought back in. We talk about AI all the time. I use AI to analyze that. Then I can use that to triangulate my position and try to do something bad. So you just have to be conscientious of where you have it, what it has access to, and where it can go. That'll help you. The other thing I want to make sure that we recommend everybody is make sure your devices are up to date, because your Apple device, your Google device will try to protect you, but only if you have the latest security on there. That comes with updates. If you have a hole in your device, something like a TikTok, not TikTok, could be Facebook, could be anything, could leverage that security vulnerability. So it's super important that you keep your stuff up to date.
Love it. Thanks, Brian. It's great to see you. Thanks for coming in.